I always like to give it a second or two to make sure the
I
audio is
always
going to
like to
work.
give it a second or two
And
to make sure
sometimes they
the
do,
audio
and
is going.
sometimes they don't. Hello, everybody. Welcome into
Sometimes they do, and
Saturday,
sometimes they
February
don't. Hello,
7th
everybody. Welcome into
already.
Saturday,
It's not
February
live with the
7th
Zoom
already.
homies. I hear
It's not live
myself
with
in
the
my
Zoom
ears, so that
homies.
means I
I
have
hear myself in
audio.
my.
Somebody said something on Zoom, I heard. But it's not going over to my ears. It's still going to the speaker. So that means you guys probably aren't going out over the internet. All right, hold on. What the hell? All right, now let me try an audio check. Oh, I can hear
I
Sam
hear
typing
you.
away, so we're good.
I
Kids Not
hear
Live
you.
is with, yeah, got you, Sam, Bill, Greg, Rich, and Sam tonight.
Hello.
Looks like Tony Wallo was the first one to comment
Hello.
after I went live. He checked the points. It says exclamation top. Scott was second. I missed Scott somehow. Rick was third. Galactic Volcano 3 was fourth. That could get interesting. And Galactic Volcano 7th was ninth. And oh, can you imagine? Rick says okay. I'm not sure what he's saying okay to, but okay. Um, I hear there was rumors that Indiana got paid off today by someone. I have no idea who. I will tell you honestly, I think both teams got screwed by the refs. And the team that was the luckiest won the game. Um, I was with my mom watching the game. She used to be a big IU fan. I don't even think she knows where IU is anymore, but she's 88 years old. She earned that privilege. Um, did listen to most of Doug today. Didn't see any of Doug today. I was on the phone while I was driving, so apparently that's humorous. Hello, Jim. uh, so yeah, I did see the comments. I did. I just today was just a busy running around day. I got home. I took about a 15-minute break, gathered my thoughts, and headed back out and went to Walmart. Why I didn't stop? I think I had a hand in the Badgers' loss. Oh yeah, I did not have a hand in it. Quite honestly, John, IU was kicking their ass for the longest time, and then the referees woke up and said, "Oh yeah, John Williams sent us some money. We got to start." That's a foul. The fourth lady in the 13th row in a 27 chair, she committed a foul. That's 5-3 froze for Wisconsin. It was bad both ways. It really toward the end, it was really bad. Robert says afternoon, evening, one of the three, saying okay about my points. Oh, all right, no worries. I gave you some points. Jamie's in the house. Hello, everyone. I have to have the volume off because I'm next to Bruce, but I'll hit the like button and leave this running for a bit. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Always appreciate the like button. Looks like we have 16 watching and only 8. Oh, now 9 likes. Long dog, as long as you keep yourself connected to the hive, that's all that matters. Yeah. Um, that's one way. Oh, look at that. A super chat from Rick Blakes. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very, very much. You have no idea. Unbothered avocado saying, which is Jamie. It's much easier to say Jamie than unbothered avocado. I did go back and between last night and this morning and my little time here, and then right before I lay down and take a nap, I did finish finally watching the Philippine American couple. And man, he and I must be brothers from a different mother because his outtake and outlook on life and mine are damn near identical in some things. Really scary. Very, very scary. He claims to be better looking. That's debatable. Moving on. Ski Man's in the house. Hello, Ski Man. And yeah, that is fantastic. You have no idea. Thank you so much. February is a short month. $100 threshold is really rough to make, so that'll actually help out. That's 1/10. Of course, I only get $7, and I guess I get $7. 30% goes to them, and 70% goes to me. Doppelganger. Funny you should say that, John, because he's a little bigger than I am. He's got a little bit less white of a beard, but he reminds me of a guy that Robert and I follow out of Saudi Arabia. Um, and some of the things he says make me wonder if it's not the same guy and he's just finally moved to Arkansas, which I wouldn't move to Arkansas, but That's just my personal choice. Although I did decide today, I set a goal to not be in this wonderful snow and cold at some point in time in life. That doesn't mean I'm going to be 6 feet under so I don't have to endure it. That means I'm going to be away from the snow and the cold. I'm going to take a map of the United States. I'm going to X out all the states I don't want to live in. I'm going to take a dart and throw a dart. Wherever it lands, that's where I'm moving to. Y'all can figure out where I'm blacking out what certain states there is. Yes, it was very nice of Rick to do that. I didn't even put a goal up tonight. That's cool. But I did notice that when he put that in there, the goal thing flickered for a minute, and now his name's at the top. So that is really cool. I don't really have anything for tonight. I did a little bit of rearranging the house today. I talked to my classmate today. I don't know if she's here or not. She couldn't comment on her iPad last night. Now, I don't have an iPad, so I have no idea how that works. I know, Jim. I know. I did a quick Google search, and it said basically it appears to be the same thing as a phone, where you swipe this way and swipe that way, and then you do this and do. From what I read, I don't know. Hopefully, she gets it to work and can comment. Why she doesn't get a laptop, I don't know. Or maybe she does have a laptop. I don't know. I saw your comment. I waited. Scott, I saw your comment. I waited for the timeout period. Not a timeout period. It's a delay on chat. That's all it is. Let me see what Scott said. I must have missed that. I did watch Scott's upload. I did a lot of watching on my phone today. And I normally don't do that. I'm not a big watching YouTube on my phone type of guy. Scott said something about the Olympic team, United States women's Olympic team won, and there's a lot of former Wisconsin players on the Olympic team. I guess that was the women's Olympic team. How many here are going to follow the, well, better yet, how many here know the Olympics started last Thursday? How many care? How many are going to watch the Olympics? I don't even follow the Summer Olympics anymore. Yeah, apparently they started Thursday, and apparently the United States is doing okay. I did see where Lindsey Vonn did something. She's got a broken bone somewhere, and it's the doctors are all amazed that she's able to ski. She's about 97 years old to begin with, so she really doesn't need to be skiing down the mountain, which is not really a mountain. I'm sure it's man-made. I'm trying to find Scott's comment that Long Dog was agreeing with, but I can't see the comment. Oh, I think he said, hi, Long Dog. Maybe that was it. What kind of nap? It was a very long, great guy nap. I did buy melatonin today at Walmart. My gosh, I didn't know there was so many options of melatonin. My doctor said I could take 3 to 6 milligrams or grams or whatever. You get that stuff up into like 1,000 milligrams or 1,000 grams. One pill is $100, but one pill puts you out for a week. I have no idea. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to tonight. I did sleep very well last night because I did not sleep in the studio. I actually slept back in my own bed in the master bedroom. And I think, being on how it's a queen size bed, and I'm 6'4", and this is just a regular bed, and my feet hang off this far, I can't get comfortable. On the queen size bed, it was heaven. Beautiful.
Yeah, problems I don't have.
You got a long bed?
I'm 5'7".
Oh, okay. Short little dude then, huh?
Well, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. Previous comment, same previous comment applies. I like the curly. Is that the one where they got the
brooms?
Yeah, teapot looking thing with the brooms, and they skate along in her.
That's
okay.
The one. That's
yeah,
the one.
It's okay.
By the way, if I may rewind to a previous topic.
Sure. Tonight? Go right ahead.
Three states I know that are not on your list: Delaware, Pennsylvania, and Arkansas.
I would consider Delaware ACL tear. That's correct. Thank you, John. I would consider Delaware if you guys didn't get the same stuff that I get. So why would I move from here to there to endure the same thing here? Although, are your driveways flat?
Depends on where you live in Delaware.
You had some momentum going there for a minute. Yep, Delaware, Arkansas, Pennsylvania, top three.
Those are not on the list. I know why Pennsylvania and Arkansas aren't on the list. I can tell you that right now.
Well, Delaware would only be because of the weather. If it was decently 9 months out of the year, nice, and 3 months of you get a lot of rain.
We do.
And apparently this year you got a lot of cold and snow.
Well, I was here for the blizzard of '96, where we got 30 inches here. Now, since that time, the weather has not impressed me.
Annie's in the house. Hello, Annie. 30 inches. We got 14 this last go around, and we still have it on the ground. In fact, today I was thinking about that. I'm not going to get to play golf this year at all. That snow's going to be here in August. It just got to accept it. Long Dog says, I'm seeing videos pushed to me about the sport of curling. Why? I don't exactly know why. Have you watched anything on YouTube about curling? If you have, they're going to recommend, they're going to say, oh, this guy likes curling, and then they're just going to push them to you. That's why I don't click on a lot of things.
Nobody likes curling.
Yeah. Fort Myers would be good about 10 months a year. I have no idea. The other 2 months are hurricane season and hurricane season. I mean, I don't know. But Arizona has no white stuff plus 35 years. 35 years experience in a sweet, pretty thing. Yes?
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, no.
Would not go that far.
No.
Oh, it's a whopping 8 degrees out. Whee!
I have no idea what we are right now. I think we got into the high 20s today, I think. But I don't know. And tomorrow the Stupid Bowl's on, in case any of you are interested. And in a week from tomorrow, we have the Daytona 500. So we are currently 18 degrees and partly cloudy in Indianapolis, Indiana. Somebody's going to get timed out. Both of you guys got timed out. Now, that's interesting. Both you and Ski put it in at the same time, and you guys both got timed out. That has to be because I put mine in, and the 10 seconds wasn't done. I guess. I don't know. And Jim, you've been given some points because that's your first chat of the night. Okay. Ski says you go. Go, Jim.
All right.
Go, Jim. Go, Jim.
Well, my little weather thing, my taskbar says it's 8. We'll see what it actually says.
10.9.
10.9.
Yeah, I could look on my phone and it'll tell me something. I could talk to the thing down there that I haven't talked to all day long, and it would tell me something totally different. I'd have 3 different things. Galactic 007's in the house. Hello, Galactic. Love Travel Music says hello. Hello, Love Travel Music. Good to see you. Yeah, I did listen to Doug. I checked. I skimmed through comments when I got back. I had so much to get done that I thought if I don't go do what I need to get done, I won't get it done. Jamie says, because your phone is listening to you, Long Dog. Good point. I believe people going through a lawsuit because people's A word were listening to conversations and then pushing their advertisements. I've heard so many horror stories about those things that it almost makes me wonder why I keep it plugged in. I didn't even take it in there to the master bedroom last night when I finally went to sleep. I left it in here. And you know what? I didn't miss it. It was so, it had to be the fact Amazon, not Google. Yes. So do you think, Winterby makes a good point. Do you think that one's connected to the YTube one, the YouTube one? Or are they 2 different entities? You think they talk? You think they get along? Have they been dating a while? They get any kids? What's going on there? Well, it's that one. Yeah, I've watched some things and I instantly instantly get bombarded with it. Explorer USA 137. That is, oh, I know who that is. Hello, Mabel. Good to see you again, my friend. I hope all is going well for you. I had to think about that one for just a minute. Galactic 007 is saying hi to Richard Rogers, otherwise known as Rich. Tim Cruz is in the house. Hello, Tim. Ski Man says hi to Wintermute. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Now, I do know, I don't know if anyone saw it or not. I actually had over 900 watch hours when I woke up this morning from I don't know where. Now, reality is set in. I'm back out into the low eights. So it started out great, and reality came back in, and we're back to normal. It was cool being in the 900s for just a minute, I'll tell you that. And it means nothing to nobody.
What's
It's
up?
just me. Hello, Chris.
I just had either a Dougie moment or either a Joshy moment.
Or both.
Yep. My webcam. I found the other one that works. I don't know. The other one just died for some reason, but I plugged it in to the laptop. But guess where I plugged it at? The Ethernet port. And I was saying, dog, this one broke too.
It actually plugged into the Ethernet port.
Yes, it does. But
Holy cow. Log Dog says something to consider. I just thought it was something to do with the upcoming limits. They're not upcoming. They are ongoing. They started. The other thing that comes to mind is, have you watched anything at all on YouTube related to the Olympics? If you have, that's probably why you're getting them pushed on your screen. I don't think they randomly, they may, I don't know. I have no idea how YouTube really works. So you got it fixed now, Chris, or did it
yeah,
fry the thing?
no, it didn't. Am I
Okay.
louder than that? Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Am I louder than I usually am?
Are you allowed who? What? English?
Am I loud? Am I louder?
Louder. You're okay. I mean, you're not quiet by no means, but you're not overwhelmingly loud.
I'm trying to see about how to adjust my microphone.
I think if you go into Zoom, you can adjust it in there. I think.
Yeah, they changed things.
Oh, believe me, I know. I can't even get my Logic Tunes to work, so I don't like this Zoom thing that the Zoom does. Zoom by Zoom. But
Input
I also know
volume.
Logitech doesn't
Okay.
work right now.
Now I'm louder, ain't I?
About the same for me. I don't know about the other guys. Say something. Let me look at what you look like going on over the internet.
Test.
Now you're really low. Whatever you
Test.
did.
Test.
Okay, you're
test.
perfect. You're perfect right there according to the mixer. You're hitting about halfway into the yellow, so that's good.
Okay.
I
I'll
was
turn it
grumpy,
up.
food and all. Speaking of grumpy and food and all, Greg, you're not going to believe what I bought at Walmart today. One of your favorite foods. Greg's not even listening. Greg's either watching
He's
a
listening,
movie
He's muted at the moment.
or
that's all.
he's eating.
Peppers.
You're on the right track. What kind of peppers?
Jalapeno.
You're getting closer. Yes, I bought bratwurst with jalapenos in it, and I was thinking, I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm going, you know what? Just for Greg, I'm going to try these dumb things, and we'll see. I haven't tried them yet. Yep, jalapeno. Scott says jalapeno as well. Ice cream? No. I did find frozen enchiladas, and this is so stupid. So I wasn't going to scroll up and down, go up and down the aisles looking for these things, and I seen a Walmart worker there pushing the blue cart and doing her thing. So I said, hey, excuse me, I don't want to spend all day walking up and down these aisles. Can you see if you carry frozen enchiladas? And she kind of, yeah, and she gets out another phone, okay? She pitches it in, and she literally goes, they're right there, sir. I was standing less than 2 feet away in the aisle where they were at. So I got her sarcasm, okay? The problem with that was it was a party pack. I don't need a party pack of enchiladas. That was the first problem. Second problem, they were Stofers. That's okay. The third problem was you have to cook them all at once. You just can't cook 2 or 3 at a time. You have to cook all 75 of them at one time. Well, I'm not throwing a party. I don't need 75 enchiladas. And that'd last me probably 3 months. So then I thought, do I dare ask this young lady if they have these in smaller sizes? So then I thought, I'll put the good old KSL wit to use. I turned to her, I said, I don't suppose you got these any smaller, do you? And she looked at me like, are you kidding me? I said, I didn't think so, but I thought I'd ask. I found them 3 doors down and on the top shelf. I still didn't buy them. It's still the same thing. You got to cook all of them, and it wasn't really that much. In fact, it was cheaper to buy the big party size than it was to buy the smaller size. The smaller size was $9.84. The party pack was $11.87. So if I really, really, really wanted them, I would have bought those, but I didn't. Ski Man says, "Oops, LOL, oops, LOL."
Well, you can always freeze what you don't need and heat them up later on.
Yeah, that thought entered my mind.
I didn't know if you could refreeze those or not.
You can refreeze anything, I would think. I'm always patient when trying to buy good computer parts today. I almost passed the memory I bought because they were going so slow to respond. Yes, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. I asked Diane last night, we were talking on the phone. I said, hey, do you want to go to Micro Center with me, you know, the computer place? And she goes, why would you go look at computer parts? I said, I'm not going to look at parts. I'm going to do the racing sim. I have no interest in the parts. I want to do the sim. If it was closer, I probably would hang out there every day. I'd be like Greg Guy standing at Walmart, except it'd be on the racing sim. Greg says,
That would be your substitute for golf.
For right now, it could be, yes. Except it's a long ways away. And I will
That's
tell
like I
you,
used to go to Radio Shack every day.
I did too. Me and this guy I worked with go in there every night until we got thrown out. And we usually got thrown out about 10 minutes after they closed because neither one of us comprehended. Hey, we're closed. Yeah, okay. I think they finally banned us from there. It is not telling me how far away that it is. It says it's located at 5702 East 82nd Street, way up on the north side, but it's not telling me the miles that it is. My guess would be it's close to about 25 miles. I'm still going. I'm not going to let a little 25-mile trip slow me down. Run the simulator. What kind of computer parts did you get? Galactic Volcano 3 is at Kilauea right now. Wow, Kilauea's in Hawaii, I believe. And I know what he means. He's watching the video from it. He's not at Kilauea. Now watch him say, no, I'm at Kilauea. I'm physically here. Rick Lakes is being said hello to by Tim Cruz, and so is Sam, and he misses us guys. We're here every night, 8 days a week, 9 o'clock every night. Looks like chat slowed down on that comment. Oh, there you go. Oh, and Jim throw a little blanket over her or shirt or something.
Yeah, it's one of my flannel shirts.
That was nice of you.
He's quite content. It's definitely chilly in here.
Oh, I can imagine. How much snow you have on the ground?
Oh, I still got in the backyard. There's probably still at least 4 or 5 inches left out there.
Man,
It's just, well, it doesn't stay warm enough to melt
Right.
it down quickly.
right, same thing here. Although I did hear snow sliding off the roofs today. In fact, one of the very few moments I'm sitting here in this chair, I hear this hellacious noise, and I'm like, oh man, somebody just drove through the garage. So I step outside. No, it's the snow coming off the roofs. Pretty interesting. Ski Man says your dog looks cozy. Yeah, dog looks comfortable.
Oh yeah, she's pretty
Ski
much.
Man's got 5 inches of
out of
ice.
it, yeah.
Jim, did you have a lot of ice?
We had about, we originally got 8 inches of snow, and then it switched over to freezing rain slash sleet, which was
Seat. How
probably
many
another
seats
inch
to
on
the
top
wind
of
are you
that.
right now? You're talking about seat. Oh my gosh. Cut him off. Let the
So that
bartender
means,
know he's done. You're not
so
driving
that
home
means for
tonight, are
your,
you?
so that means for your
I seen that
hammer.
coming. Yes, thank you very much. I do honor being number one. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
You number one. You number one, Ichiban.
Jim, does that mess with your radio antennas? That ice?
Only if the ice builds up on the ladder line, which it didn't do. So no, it doesn't really
Hello,
affect.
Ellen. Ellen's in the house. Long Dog says there's a big event in Palm Springs, the Tour da Palm Springs in 2026. And we missed you today. Great. Who did you miss? This is my first time to, I live stream overnight. And I'm going to continue to do that. Even after the event comes and goes, I'm still going to do that because I get good watch hours out of that. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And you just have to put faith in the fact that you're going to get 50, 60, 100 people pop in, pop out, and pop out. Some of them stick around, so your watch minutes, your duration goes up. And I don't sit here. Contrary to what someone told me today, I just love it when someone tells me what I'm doing. I was here the entire time. I was not. I start just like when I do the live stream. I schedule it, I walk away. I come back 15 minutes before, I bring it up on another monitor, and then I'm here. I do the same thing overnight. I start it, I'll say a couple things to a couple people, and that's it. I'm done. I leave it running. I go elsewhere in the world. So how much memory did you pick up, John? I don't know if you said how much you got. I know it's DDR4, but how much memory did you get?
DDR4 is about the only thing that's even remotely affordable. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate that I don't need another machine, or want another machine for that matter. And Diane and I were talking about that as well. Is why would I want to go? And I'm like, I don't need a machine. I don't even want a machine. I want to go for the racing sim. Now, if I can find something here on the south side and maybe finagle a deal on not paying for it, I'll go there. It's closer. But I am going. There will be video. It could be a ghetto video, and that I'm going to be driving and doing the videoing at the same time. But you just never know.
God, please no. Please no.
Put 23 in 10 times. Okay. Hold on.
No,
This'll be-
I've pretty much, I've gotten to the point now with the way the pricing is that it's just like, I'm not building anything, probably at least until 2028, the way it's going. Because I can't deal with DDR5 now being 4 and 5 times what it was a year ago.
Scott says I should make a silent live stream. Silent live streams are really, really popular. And yes, Jim, I agree with you. And I think it's just going to be 4 by 4 gigabyte for 16 for $25. As long as it's functioning and you're good, that's a good deal. In the overnight stream. Yeah. Point it out your window. I know somebody that does that. I don't know what his views are like, and I don't know if he's done it in a long time. Every one of us may or may not have seen these silly, well, I shouldn't put it that way because I'm gonna step on some toes here. We've all seen the videos of the toy that looks like it's a dragon or a lizard or whatever, and its mouth opens up and they throw stuff in there and then they hit the hand and it goes chomp, 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 and then somehow it disappears. It's just a toy. I'm here to tell you, if I ran that and I got 2.1 million views off of that, you're going to see that every night, 5 nights a week, 7 days a day. I'm telling you guys, it's not important to anybody at all but me.
Yeah, it really isn't. I
It's
am
not.
frequently amazed at what people will watch on YouTube.
I was talking to the creator out of San Diego that I know, and we were discussing watch hours and views and this and that and that and that. And she said, Sir Ken. And I'm like, who? Oh, yeah, me. And then she showed me. I would have not believed it, but she showed me, and I'm like, holy cow! You know what my second thought was? You guys are not. You're gonna cringe on this one. Seriously, especially Jim. Jim, you better get the drink ready. I'm just warning you. My second thought was maybe Ghetto Fortnite was actually onto something when he said, I'm going to get one of them toys like you see on the Filipino channels and run it all night long. He might actually have discovered something. But for now,
I'm willing to bet that if I was in a slightly more rural area, I bet you I could stick a camera outside
oh yeah,
with night vision on it and just fucking stream that,
yeah.
and people would watch it.
I follow a guy that does exactly that. He's got it set up at night, and he's got it set up same camera during the day. And during the day, he goes out there and puts all kind of food out there for the animals. And of course, they come around. And then I watch another one that's got it on a trail. We got some weird looking animals in this world. Let me tell you, cousin Ken, that's right. You got to work in the morning, Robert. It's 9:30. You're an old man. You need to be getting your rest. Let's see if I've missed anything important. If there's anything important in chat, I need to see. Hit my name up in orange so that I can see it. If not, I'm just going to make sure I try to catch it. Just a great bike ride through the desert cities with your own safety lane to ride through all the desert cities. If you're in shape, that would be okay. But I don't see getting back on a bike, both motorcycle, and a bike ever again in my life.
The interesting camera would be if you set it up, if you live on a beach and set the camera up looking at the beach.
You might have to monitor that one though, depending on the beach and how scantily clad or not scantily clad people are. Tony Wallow's checking his points. He's got 35,075. Or yeah, is that right? 35,000. I thought he had way more than that. Your top 10 are Jeff or me. I somehow keep gaining points. No, it's not rigged. I don't think it's rigged. Jeff is second. John is third. Scott is fourth. Galactic Volcano is fifth. Ski Man is sixth. Betty is seventh. Nightbot. Yeah, see, me and Nightbot, we got it going on. Oh my gosh. Rick is ninth. And Greg Guy is 10th. Greg, who hasn't chatted in chat in like 2 days, miraculously is 10th. Unbelievable. Tim's checking his weather, 63 degrees. And Tony got timed out because he put it in a little too late.
I don't need to be building more computers, but I just like doing it.
Robert, I don't even see that you're on the list unless I'm missing something.
What? I put very few comments in chat.
Yep, I did that wrong. Oh, you know what? I think this is the way Doug does it. I'm going to try this out and see if I like this way better.
16.
I know Doug. Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
Robert 16. 16.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, he's about to go up the ladder. If I did this right.
Oh, please.
If I did it right, he should go up the ladder. So if somebody wants to do an exclamation top just to see where he moved up to. How do you get 15? I only see the top 10.
You have to look in the, you have to click on the.
You talking about the crown or my points on my stream? If you're talking about the crown, I know how to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And yes, he is 16th now. Someone took over. Yeah, the XP is big. You can, a lot of other channels give things away. It's currently 10 degrees in Langley, Canada.
I don't know.
But I know Robert may have just joined the top 10. No, I guess he did not. I gave him 10,000 points. He must be down there rather low. I gave away 10,000 points and I'm still above too many. I wonder if my points. Well, how do I gain? I'm not in chat, so how am I gaining points? Am I gaining points for both myself and Nightbot at the same time? That's an interesting question. I'll have to ask my technical department after the stream is over. How many people are watching the suit? There we go again. I don't. Oh my gosh. How many people are watching the Stupid Bowl tomorrow? I mean, Super Bowl tomorrow. I saw somebody call it the Supper Bowl. Greg, you're really going to watch it? Really? You feeling okay? Wait, are you a New England Patriots fan? Are you a Seattle Seahawks fan? Are you watching it for the cheerleaders? I give up then. You added points, did not gift them. I added points to myself, even though I put Robert's name in there. I think that's what Wintermute's saying. He's saying I added points, I did not gift them. I thought when I watching for the commercials, I was adding points last night. The overnight stream's got a couple purposes. I can test some things out, and I'm getting the watch hours, obviously. But I was adding points last night, and people's points were going up, and now suddenly they're not going up. So he's saying I need to gift points.
You get.
There we go. We'll try that. Still here, still E. Okay, SHSE. Still here is SH. Still SE. Engaged, baby? Oh, congratulations. I didn't realize you were engaged. Who's the lucky man? Still watching. Oh, maybe she met SW and she did the old fat finger thing and she hit SE. Got it. So I gave points. Ski Man gave points. Greg is still in 10th place by 1,000. Yeah, Greg's got to earn his though. I gifted Greg points the other night.
You missed it. And then I want to see it.
I know I'm going to screw this up.
That 250 points didn't do shit.
Who gave you 250 points?
You did.
Oh, I did not. I beg my pardon. That's not looking like it's going to work. I'm going to try it. I know it's wrong. It's not going to go through. Apparently it did go through. There you go. I gave you some more points. Oh, well, I tried. Yeah, I just gave him 1,500. I don't think he's going to. If he was behind 1,000, he should have moved up. The last 2,000 didn't work. 200,000. 20,000 didn't work. So mine didn't go through. I'm trying. That's all I can say is I'm trying. Thought I heard Alex here for a minute. I was about to. Scary.
Yeah, it could have been me.
Well, I know I have the points to give away, so it can't be a question of am I over, unless Sam or Wintermute or anyone else that may or may not know, are you limited on the number of amount of points you can send to someone?
No.
Okay, so why didn't the 20,000 go through? Did I do it completely wrong? Ski Man looks like he gave Robert some points.
I don't see 20,000 anywhere. Oh,
Yeah,
way
it's
up
up.
there.
It's way up there. It's
RMC.
Let's see if I can find it. I'll give you a timestamp. Yeah, I don't see it either now. I know I did it.
I see it. I don't know why it didn't work.
Well, I shut that off every night, and I clear everything out like you showed me how to do every night. So I'm guessing that should help. So Scott is saying the last 20 grand did not go through. So let's try. I'll just try 2,000 and see if that goes through or not. It says I gifted him 2,000 points, so maybe that one goes through. I probably will watch some of the Daytona 500 next week on next Sunday. I didn't realize that William Byron was back-to-back NASCAR champions until today. And even then, I didn't know it until I saw it on a Fox commercial advertising the Daytona 500. And he's going for the trifecta or 3 in a row. I didn't realize that. But then again, he SWK. Still watching, Ken. Then again, he does drive for Hendrick Motorsports, and Hendrick Motorsports is one of the biggest operations there are in NASCAR, so kind of makes sense. Richard Petty. No. Was his car 23? I don't remember. Michael Jordan. I know Michael
23.
Jordan. What was it, Chris? 30,
40.
20, 23, right?
43.
Oh, 43. The old red and white and blue STP, right?
Yep. Yep.
Scott says to John, notifications still seem to work after the update. I think he's talking about his phone. They updated the YouTube app again. The January 22nd update must have been bad. A bad new update. The 29th seems okay. Cool. Yeah, Doug actually reached out to me. I'm going to say an hour or so before his show. And he said, hey, if you would like, let's get together on Zoom and I'll log in and we'll look at your YouTube notification problem, which I would have really liked to have done that. However, I wasn't home. And I didn't think I could get home in time to do that. And as it turned out, I was right. So I appreciated the offer. And I told him, hey, if I get home, sure. And then he literally immediately texted me. He goes, oh, darn, I have to cancel the show then. Well, after I composed myself from laughing so hard, pretty happy that he didn't cancel it. Michael Jordan's number was 23. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other famous 23s. I knew Jordan's was. And then Jordan's other number, I believe, was 45. I believe after he retired and then he came back, I believe he wore 45. And I do believe it was either in the playoffs or an all-star game. He said, basically, screw you guys. I'm going to wear 23, and I'll gladly pay whatever you want me to pay for the fine. And he did. Man, to have that kind.
I'm going home.
Pretty good. Bubba Wallace, 23. God, John, I don't know. NASCAR's been gone for 4 months. I'm behind. That's pretty good, Jim. That's pretty good. That and your major malfunction one's pretty good as well. From
What is your
major-
major malfunction, numbnuts?
Yep. You guys remember Elliot Gould? I think that's how you say his name. Greg, was that a yeah?
He was in the MASH movie.
Yes, he was. He's also in the current ongoing Lincoln Lawyer series that's on Netflix. The reason I'm asking is I sat here for 20 minutes going, I know this guy's name. I refuse to look up the cast of characters. I'll eventually think of who it is. It's not Donald Sutherland. It's not. You'll never believe when I remembered who it was.
He was in Bridge Too Far also.
I wasn't at the computer. I wasn't on the phone. I'm laying in bed going, oh, it is Elliot Gould. Doggone it. How does our brains work? I'm not even thinking about this stuff. I'm getting ready to take a nap, and it just popped into my head like that. So,
Yeah, I had a brain fart watching some of the old CSI stuff,
oh
the original
yeah,
one out
the
of Las
original.
Vegas.
Yeah,
I'm looking at this woman. I'm like, and I'm having a brain. I can't freaking remember her name. You know who it was? Anne Margaret.
really.
Yeah,
She must have been a special guest that night or something.
yeah, she was for that
Yeah,
episode. Yes, but I was like, I know who it is. I know who it is, and it's like I,
I
my
know.
brain won't spit it out.
If I'm doing it online and we're talking about actors and actresses and whatnot, I'll Google it. I just give up sitting here trying to think about it. But it's just so weird that I wasn't thinking about it. In fact, I was just thinking about, man, this is going to feel so good to get a nap in tonight. And literally, oh yeah, Elliot Gould. Um, I like The Lincoln Lawyer. It's a series now. They're in season 4. I think they've done a really good job. Currently, the Lincoln Lawyer is accused of killing a guy, which he didn't. Spoiler alert. Oh, sorry. If you don't watch it now, you know the end. Well, I don't know how it ends. Well, I mean, I know how it ends. He's not going to go to prison. He's going to win. Um, but it's just it keeps you thinking, keeps you guessing type of a show. Electrical Impulse. Galactic 007 says Electrical Impulse. I guess. Yes, John Williams, you are correct. Bubba drives for Michael Jordan. I believe that Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin and I think one other decent, big, well-known person owns that company. And I find that's interesting that Denny Hamlin owns a race car company, but he still drives for Joe Gibbs. Clearly no conflict of interest at all there whatsoever. Sits in a Joe Gibbs meeting. Joe Gibbs says, well, today we're going to cheat by doing this. Then he goes, we're going to cheat by doing this. Goes back to his company and goes, all right, guys, I got this great idea. Just saying. I have no idea. I know Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin also sued NASCAR, but I don't know how that came out. That's some big cojones right there. How many people are still here? We currently have 17 likes with 13 watching. Good number. Let's see who all's in chat. Ellen's in chat. Galactic's in chat. John's in chat. Scott's in chat. And Wintermute's in chat. All right. So the chat, that doesn't mean they're not watching. That just means they haven't, what is it, a 5-minute chat window if you don't chat? It's weird how he kept doing the 10 thing. Jordan? Yeah. Jordan wasn't that tall of a player. He's only about 2 inches taller than I am. I think he was listed at 6'6", and I was listed when I was younger at 6'4". I've since lost some height. It's just natural. And oh my God, that guy was talented. NASCAR. Oh, so NASCAR lost it then. Okay. And Dyson Prices. I thought Tyson bit ears. I didn't realize he bit his gloves. Rick says I'm here. Yeah, I realize that people are here. They're just not commenting in chat. I have people watch all the time that never say one word in chat ever. Not one, not hi, not bye. No, this is terrible. Yeah, Greg would be one of them. Better than an ear. Yeah, I guess the gloves would be better than an ear, and that's fine. Would I like for everyone that's here to say something? Sure, only so that I can say, hey, thanks for being here. Scott's here. He said one word. It's cool. You can remain silent. Yes, it is. Now, I was watching real quick before I went live. I was perusing through YouTube, and I saw someone I haven't seen in probably, February, about 4 months now, was live. So I popped in there, and before I could say anything, she said, oh, hello, Ken. Good to see you. I hadn't typed anything yet. So how in the... Hang on. Nope, not a camera up there. I just wanted to make sure. How in the world did she know I had popped in her live chat before I said anything? Now, of course, I was in the process of typing, but I hadn't hit enter yet. So, it'd be like right now, let's just say Alex said something. Let's just say Alex was in chat, which we know he's not. And I said, "Oh, hello, Alex. How would I know that?" Interest. Either she got damn lucky, or there's cameras in here I don't know about. Tyson got an earful. Oh my God. Yeah, he did. So I don't know. I honestly don't know how that happened. Maybe there's a nut just jinxed it. Um, I hope not. We're coming up on an hour. We actually, surprisingly enough, made it an hour, and I am surprised because I didn't think I would do 15, 20 minutes tonight at all. And tomorrow night's going to be worse because Sunday nights are horribly historically slow. The camera on my laptop, if the camera on that laptop, which is buried under a mountain of stuff, is working, then we have issues. And that camera's unplugged. That camera's on Zoom. I think there's something up there in the light. I really do. One of the things in the show on the Lincoln Lawyer is kind of along these lines is he suspected his private phone calls to his attorney were being recorded, even though they're not supposed to be because it's client-attorney privilege. So he set up this elaborate scheme to prove it, and you didn't really know that at the time. And they're conversing back and forth, and then the next day when they're in court, the prosecutor and district attorney goes, "Your Honor, we have confirmed evidence that the defendant is planning, if you grant him bail, he's going to fly, he's going to Baja, he's going to Mexico, he's already got it planned out, yada, 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 yada." And the defense attorney stands up and she says, "Your Honor, I'd like to address that if I may." And they lay it out. And then the judge, he's like, "If this is true, we have serious problems here." And it was obviously true because what they did is they recorded the entire they being the attorneys and the client recorded the entire thing, but nobody knew it was being recorded because they announced this is a recorded conversation of an unrecorded line from this prison, from our client to the lawyer. I'm the lawyer, he's the client, yada, 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 yada. And the district attorney, she's just like, you could just tell she knew she was fried. He did get bail granted, by the way. And then there was another little twist on it that you'd have to see it to understand it, so I'm not going to try to explain it. But I like the show. You can tell that. Paranoid? No, I'm not paranoid. I have nothing to be paranoid about. I found it was odd that she said hello to me before I had typed in there. I mean, as far as I know, YouTube doesn't have any kind of third-party app that you can add to YouTube that will tell you, "Oh, look, Bob's in the chat room," before he makes a chat comment. And that would kind of be scary if it did happen. Most judges are political and no longer care about the law. That most, if not all judges used to be lawyers. And we were talking about this on Zoom last night, that the good old boy system, that Bill and I are lawyers and Greg becomes a judge, and Judge was part of the lawyers at the time. And we walk in and he says, "Hello, Ken." And Bill knows he's screwed because he said hello to me first and not him. So I'm going to win. He's going to lose. I don't know. Make it to your brother's place today. I did not make it to intentionally. I did not make it to my brother's place today. Intentionally. I'll get with you privately on that later, John. But I won't make it to my brother's tomorrow either. Or Monday for that matter. Galactic Volcano puts a link in for the law professors. Man, me in English. Maybe we should start putting it in a foreign language. Still watching. Thank you, Ellen. Now, Ellen, are you actually live right now? I mean, I say that like, is today actually Saturday right now? I know she's live. Okay. She's streaming on one phone and watching on the other phone on a total different account, total different phone, and it's all good to go. I did watch, while I was live streaming last night, I did watch a little bit of things, which they say not to do, but I had almost 950 watch hours this morning. I've got a screenshot somewhere. I'm getting it printed at Walmart tomorrow, and it's going up on the I Love Me wall tomorrow night. What are you doing to consume snacks for during the Super Bowl? Nothing. I'm not going to watch. I tell you what I'm not doing, okay? I'm not watching the halftime show. I'm not watching the other halftime show that's being put on. If I watch the game and it comes to halftime, I will either turn the TV completely off or I'll come in here and mess around on the computer. But I have not liked the halftime shows in a good number of years. They're not live for one thing. It's all recorded. I don't like it. I would have liked to seen the malfunction of Janet Jackson, though. I hear that was pretty good. I didn't get to see it.
That's probably when they stopped having it live.
I have no idea, Chris. A 7-hour pregame? Nope. I would imagine you could probably find Super Bowl pregame stuff right now. Speaking of NBC, who won between Illinois and Michigan State tonight? Does anyone know? I know that was a back and forth game. They probably cheated as well. I know Illinois was the higher ranked team, and at one point in time they were leading, but I have no idea if they won or not. North Carolina apparently pulled an upset today. I can't mention that name though. We have someone that's not a North Carolina fan. Purdue barely beat Oregon. That's interesting. Michigan State came back to beat Illinois in overtime, 82-85. Illinois was ranked 5th in the nation. Michigan State was ranked 10th. They will probably flip-flop spots. Michigan State will probably jump up to 5, and Illinois will drop down to probably 10 or lower. Kid Rock. What about Kid Rock? And I will await an answer. Has Kid Rock performed for the Super Bowl? The alternative. Oh, I don't know. I've seen 4 or 5 different musicians being advertised as the alternative.
Yeah, we could go into a lot of that, but I don't think we're going to do it on stream because
Yeah, I
have
agree.
opinions.
I agree 100%. I'm not going to watch either one of them. It's just
Kid
pretty
Rock is
this
not
way.
supposed to be the halftime show. He is the alternative halftime show.
Oh, okay. Well, the halftime show is still Bad Bunny, right? He's still scheduled to.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Badgers play against Illinois. That'll probably be early next week, and that's a bad thing for Wisconsin because Illinois got beat tonight. That's the worst thing that could happen. Illinois wins, and that's probably okay because Wisconsin's going to be hungry for a win because they got screwed out of a game today, or at least they think they did. And again, not to beat that dead horse, but it was a bad call. It was a bad officiated game both ways. And the thing I'm beginning to not like about college basketball is we take 17 minutes to watch a replay of a play that Stevie Wonder could have seen from the top row with sunglasses on, watching something else. But they take 17 minutes and after review, dumbest thing I've ever seen. Even when it goes in Indiana's favor, it's still dumb. Gosh, I'm such a grouchy, grumpy old man. I've turned into a great guy.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show.
That's all, folks.
I mean, I don't know if I was following him or he was following me. And then it got to a point where I'm like, oh, this guy's following me or whatever. So, hey, man, I got to go. Thank you for your service. You take care. You be safe. Try to stay warm. He goes his way. I go my way. Irony, I guess. I'm walking through Walmart trying to find a checkout aisle. And what's the only aisle I can find that's suitable to my needs? The aisle that this guy's in. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And he recognized me again. I mean, I'm a hard guy to miss, you know. I'm rather tall, got the big old veteran's hat on. So that's about another 3-minute conversation because the cashier kept going. She's tapping her hand on the counter to get rid of him. Anyway, that'll wrap it up. I want to thank Rick Lakes for this $10 super chat. Thank you, Rick, so much. You have no idea what that means to me. I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here night in and night out, and the chat that goes back and forth, and the camaraderie that you guys have got built up with one another, as well as with the channel and the channel members. I want to thank Bill, Greg, Rich, Sam, Chris, and Max, and Jim and his poodle. I can't. It's a poodle, right?
No. It's a
No.
Bichon.
A who?
It's a Bichon.
Like I said, Jim and his poodle. A what? Good night, everybody. I'm going to stop while I'm behind. Thank you, Galactic Volcano. I got to figure out a way to draw his.